Hi everyone, this is Geeta. Today we are learning about the concept how JavaScript works. Now, in the JavaScript works, the first topic is Introduction to JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language that is widely used on the web. It allows developers to create a dynamic and the interactive websites, making it an essential part of modern web development. Mainly, the JavaScript programming language is used in the web. The history of JavaScript is it was first introduced in the year 1995 by Brendan H. and has since become one of the most popular programming languages in the world. Its popularity is due to its ease of use and versatility, allowing developers to create everything from simple animations to complex web applications. It is useful. The JavaScript programming language is widely used on the web, and it allows the developers to create a dynamic and the interactive websites, making it an essential part of modern web development. The next topic is JavaScript execution. When a web containing JavaScript code is loaded in a web browser, the browser creates a document object model DOM and a JavaScript engine. When a when the web containing a JavaScript code, it is loading in the browser. Then the browser will create automatically the DOM and the JavaScript engine. DOM means document object model and a JavaScript engine. Firstly, the JavaScript engine reads and executes the code line by line, and it interacting with the DOM as needed. See example, if a JavaScript function is called to if a like JavaScript function it is called to change the color of a button when it is clicked, it means the JavaScript engine should be execute the function and later it should update the DOM document object model accordingly. It allows for dynamic and the interactive web pages. It responds to user input. This is the JavaScript execution example. Next topic is variables and the data types. Mainly, like in JavaScript, variables they are used to store a data that can be used later in the program. Mainly, the variables means it is used to store the data, and there are several different data types in JavaScript, including strings, numbers, booleans, and the objects. Data types like in float, char, double, this all we also in the all programming languages. This also present in the JavaScript, including the strings, numbers, booleans, and objects also present in the JavaScript. Now, example, to declare a variable in a JavaScript, we should use the var keyword. Then we should follow by the name of the variable. Now, the variable it will store a value or it store a data. For example, variable whatever I can keep like here. For example, they took the my variable. My variable is a variable name, like variable name. The keyword is the var. We should mention before the variable name keyword, or we should mention the keyword var keyword, then followed by the name of the variable. See your example, var is the keyword and my variable is the variable name. It is equals to 10. So the 10 is stored in the my variable name variable. We declare a variable named by my variable with a value of 10. These are the variables and the data types. Now, the next topic is functions and the control flow. Functions are the fundamental part of the JavaScript programming and the all programmings. They allow us to group together a set of instructions. The functions it allow us to group together a set of instructions and execute them whenever needed. Functions can take parameter as input and return values as outputs. Mainly, first of all, the functions will allow group together a set of functions and it can take a parameters The functions can take a parameter as an input and the return values as outputs. Then second, control flow, it refers to the order in which code is executed, the order in which the code is executed. In JavaScript, control flow can be manipulated using conditional statements, loops, and other control structures. This allows developers to create complex programs that can make decisions based on user input other factors. Mainly it is the control flow. This can be used, it can be helpful for developers to create a complex programs. It can make a decision based on user input other factors, and the functions will take the parameter as an input and the return values as an output. This is the difference between the function and the control flow. And the next topic is objects and arrays. Here the difference between the objects and arrays are objects and arrays are two important data structures in the JavaScript. Objects are used to store the collection of the related data, while the arrays are used to store the collection of data of the same type. The objects are used to store the collection of related data. It is usually store only the collection of related data, while arrays are used to store collection of data of the same type. This is a major difference between the objects and the arrays. In JavaScript, objects are created by defining properties, and the objects are created by the defining properties and the values, while arrays created by enclosing a list of values in square brackets. Both objects and arrays can be used to manipulate and store the data in a complex ways. We can define a properties and values. The arrays are created by enclosing a list of values in a square brackets. Both objects and arrays can be used to manipulate and store data in a complex ways. This is the difference between objects and the arrays. Next topic, next and the final conclusion. JavaScript is a powerful programming language that is essential for modern web development. It allows developers to create dynamic and interactive websites that respond to user input and other factors. By understanding the basic principles of the JavaScript, including variables, functions, control flow, objects, and arrays, these developers can create complex programs that manipulate and store data in a creative way. We encourage further explore its many possibilities. This is the conclusion of the JavaScript.